Learning how to become a better man starts with shifting your focus from pleasure to purpose, okay? Also, learning how to become a better man is more than just money and adding muscles. Even though those things are important, okay, they are. It's about developing character traits that naturally attract high quality women. We're gonna get right into the first one right now, which is humility, okay? Let's get right into it. All right, so we're gonna get right into the first one. The first one is humility. All right. True confidence is really based in humility. Arrogance is loud, needs validation, and always needs attention. Okay. You don't want to be the guy who is arrogant and needs a bunch of attention. Okay. High quality women don't find it attractive. Okay. High quality women find natural humility, right? More quiet, more stoic men who are self-assured, right? They're confident in themselves. That is more attractive to a high quality woman. Humility is patient. All right. So develop patience, develop a sense of self-assurance by not wanting or needing validation or needing attention. A characteristic that reflects a realistic understanding of strengths and weaknesses. All right? Understanding your strengths and weaknesses is very essential to having high humility traits, okay? No one wants to be around a person who thinks that they're good at everything when everybody else in the room can see that you're not good at this certain thing, right? If you're not a good speaker, it's okay to admit that you're not a good speaker. Some of these things are things you need to develop and work on. Like a better tactic is try to learn from others, right? So if you see someone who is excelling at something that you have a weakness in, humility looks like, I'm saying, I noticed that you're really good at this, man. I'm lacking in that area. I can't figure this thing out. I see that you got the answers to it. Hey, would you mind teaching me? You know what I'm saying? What's your main pointers or your main way of being good at this thing? Right? Can you teach me real quick? I really appreciate it. That is humility. That's a sign of strength. That is a sign of a strong masculine male. Okay? He's able to understand he has weaknesses. He's able to understand who has the strength in his weak area, and he wants to improve and learn from that person so he can improve his skill set or his knowledge. All right. That is being a person that has humility. Okay. That's very, very attractive to high quality women. High quality women can sniff out men who have high humility traits. Okay. So it's very attractive to them. They will find you. They will come to you and they will want to talk to you. They will want to communicate with you all the time because you have the humility, and it's easy to be around people who have good humility, okay, and strong humility skills. All right, so I've touched on this in previous videos. It's a two-way street, okay? For men also, emotional stability. Reacting versus responding to what you actually hear, okay? You have to be able to respond to what you hear, not reacting based off an emotion. High quality women desire men who can hold frame and not get easily upset or get overly emotional when things get a little rough. Y'all have a communication breakdown. They want to deal with men who actually can hold their tone of voice, be calm in the situation. And I'm not saying that you're always going to be perfect at this, but you know, you want to make sure you control your pitch, right? The pitch in your voice. You want to make sure your voice is deep. You don't want to talk high, right? And having a high pitched voice that shows a sense of insecurity, and it shows a sense of high emotion. So learn how to control those things so you don't come off as emotional, because it's going to be a huge turnoff to her. And she's not going to trust you as much either. Take time out real quick before we go any further. Get you a notebook. Get you a notebook to write down your strengths and weaknesses, okay? Write down the things you need to work on, right? Let's write down these key points like emotional stability. Remember, number one was humility. Write that down and go over the key things that you need to improve on in each one of these categories. Or if you're strong in those categories, write that you're strong in them, right? Be confident, be excited to be strong in these categories, because these characteristics are essential to being a good human being, Okay, and especially to be a better man, you have to have these characteristics. For example, right, when it comes to emotional stability, if you have a situation where, you know, things are getting a little heated, you're having a little slight argument, disagreement, take 5 seconds and just pause for a minute and then gather your thoughts, gather the pitch in your voice, bring it down, lower your tone, bring that down, and then speak based off what the other person is saying. Respond, not reacting emotionally. High quality women love this. They love this characteristic. An emotionally stable man is attractive. Okay. Matter of fact, I mean, this is for all human beings. Other human beings who have high quality traits are gonna want to be around high quality people who have these traits. High emotional intelligence, right? Having high emotional intelligence is very key to attracting and keeping high quality women. Purpose over pleasure. This is one that I would say a big majority of us men have to evolve out of. Okay? Purpose over pleasure. High quality women want men who have a purpose and are striving towards meeting those goals in that purpose. That's what we have to be better at. And just a key hint, like if you don't know your purpose, right? This is another reason why I told you to get your notebook out, because you may have to write down these things. And out of these strengths and weaknesses that we go over, emotional stability and purpose over pleasure, right? As we go over these things, you may find your purpose on what you need to be doing in your life. Take the necessary steps today to lock in on your purpose. I'm going to give you a hint. That purpose probably has a lot to do with involving helping other people do something. I'm pretty sure that's probably what your purpose is, to help somebody else. Okay, so whatever you're strong in, right? Because we wrote down our strengths and weaknesses. Whatever you're strong in, see if your purpose has to do with any of those strengths, which it probably does, and take those strengths and use them and create something that can help other people improve in that category that you're already strong in. That is a key way, or a fast way, to find your purpose. So a key step in order to help yourself be more locked in on your purpose over pleasure is to write down your key goals for 2026 that don't involve women at all. Don't even involve women in it. I want you to make it about you and how you can grow, make more money, become a better person, which is the number one thing you should be doing, right? If it's faith, add a faith, right? You believe in God, hey, lock in on that. Knocking down anything that crosses your path. You have to evolve from that mindset, okay? The way you evolve from that mindset is by sitting down, writing down these goals, having your strengths and weaknesses listed out on a piece of paper. You look at your weaknesses, you try to improve on those every single day, every single week. It's going to be a process. I understand that. We're not expecting perfection because it's not possible. But you want to strive for perfection. You want to strive to be a better person and develop your characteristics, your characteristic traits. A lot of us didn't have fathers, man. I was blessed that I did. And these were some of these key points that I'm mentioning is my dad taught me a lot of this stuff, man. And I want to be able to help other people unlock this mindset to having humility, having emotional stability, locking in on your purpose over pleasure. Very hard to do, but it's very possible to do if you lock in. I believe in you. You can do it. All right. So turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out on the Husband Material Mindset series of videos I'm going to be coming out with, okay? These videos will help you become a better man and attract high quality women, all right? And we'll be talking about looks maxing, all that stuff, all right? Be great in everything you do, man. We out.